What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about Mahrez leaving Manchester City, which I really don't want us to sell Mahrez. Honestly, he's a very key player to the team. Very few players out there can replace Mahrez. That's the truth. And losing Mahrez, like we've lost Gundogan. Gundogan has left. Losing someone like Mahrez, and there's a high. I don't know what's the situation with Bernardo Silva, but we'll talk about Mahrez. Mahrez is his ball control, his dribbling, his one-on-one. Like when he has the ball one-on-one with a player, there's not much players out there like the guy. And Man City selling him, I don't know if it's the right decision. Honestly, I really don't know if it's the right decision. He has 2 more years on his contract. Why don't you just keep him? Keep him, and if it's game time he wants, maybe the club can or Pep can see what can be done about it, because I know he didn't really get much game time this season. Bernardo Silva played much of the big games in the Champions League, and it worked out. Yeah, Bernardo Silva playing in that position really worked out. I'm sure Pep had to do it due to some tactical decision. At the end of the day, the team worked out, of which I know every player will want to play in the big game. And Mahrez, who was like the previous season was one of our best players in the Champions League. I think he was even the highest goal scorer, one of our highest goal scorers in the Champions League. He was among, if not the highest goal scorers in the Champions League. So, and he wasn't really playing the big games. That's very painful to some players. That's the truth. It's very painful to some players. He even contributed to us to the FA Cup. I remember the game he scored. I can't remember the team we played, but he was this season he was very influential in that game to us, even winning the FA Cup. Not the final. I think it was the semi-final or so. So losing Mahrez I don't think it's a right decision. Honestly, I really don't want us to sell Mahrez. I really don't want us to sell Mahrez, because after Mohamed Salah, I don't think Mahrez comes second in the Premier League in terms of the best right wingers in the league. After Mohamed Salah is Mahrez. Some people might say Saka. I don't believe Saka is just coming up in his career. But after Mohamed Salah, the second best right winger in the Premier League is Mahrez. Then followed by maybe Saka and whoever we want to put in third there. And he's one of the best African players. He has won it all. Like, he won the Premier League right from even when he was in Leicester. Like, so Mahrez I can say Mahrez is not someone we should lose. Like, Man City should not sell him. We shouldn't sell him. Losing Gundogan, we're not going to lose Mahrez. I don't know the situation with Bernardo Silva. I was even expecting us to still keep this team, because we just did the treble, and since there's already that chemistry, there's already that experience, we can just add 1 or 2 players and still keep the same set of players to see if we can do it again. Because if you watch when Madrid did their, I think under Zidane, did their 3 times or 4 times in a row. So it was likely the same set of players, because they understood themselves, they had good chemistry, and everything was working out. So I was expecting us not to even sell key players, but I don't know. I guess the club just has to do what has to be done. And the offer coming from this Saudi club seems crazy. £45 million a year, for which is going to, I'm guessing it to be tax free. And for a player like Mahrez, who is 32, almost, he still has few more years in football, 4-5 years max. So it's all about cashing out for them once they get to this age, which the offer is quite tempting. But and he's a Muslim guy going to a Muslim country, so everything seems to be working out well for him. But I'll be very, very sad if we lose Mahrez, because there are very, very few players out there. Like, even if we lose him, I'm just trying to think, how do we replace someone like Mahrez? How do we replace someone like Mahrez? Is it that, okay, Bernardo Silva stays, Bernardo Silva can play there, Phil Foden can play there, but they are all different kind of players. Like, Mahrez is his ball control, his one-on-one, the way he, like, his passing, like now his left leg is something else. Like I said, apart from Mohamed Salah, the second best winger in the Premier League is Mohamed Salah. I don't think any other person comes close. So this guy, I don't know if we can keep him, we can make him to stay. I'll really appreciate it. I don't know. Pep seems, because I'm sure one of the reasons here is just him not having much game time. That should be, maybe, I'm guessing that should be the problem. But losing him is not a nice situation. I can't imagine us losing someone like Mahrez, because I've just been thinking, who do we put there? Like, which winger do we? Because we need our squad depth. We need our squad depth. That's what has been keeping us through over these years. It's our squad depth. That's been one of the advantage we have, the squad depth we have. And losing a key player like Mahrez is, I'll say it will affect us. It will really it will affect us in that position, because there are some things Mahrez does Bernardo Silva can do or Foden can do. Mahrez one-on-one with a player, I don't think any especially on that right wing, the only person that might come close might be Bernardo Silva. But the way Mahrez moves, take on players in his one-on-one is very, very good. It's very crazy. But whatever that can be done to keep Mahrez, I'll really, really be happy, because losing him is, I don't want us to lose him. I really, really don't want us to lose him, honestly. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think losing Mahrez will affect us, or do you think it's a very good decision for us, for Mahrez to be sold to this Saudi club? And it seems another thing again, I think the money they are offering to Man City seems very good, like a good business for a player his age as well. So it seems the money they are offering is good, and the money they are offering to Mahrez as well is good. So I don't know. I don't want us to lose Mahrez. I really don't want us to lose Mahrez. He's too good. Very few players out there are like him. So let me know what you think, if it's good or if it's bad, in the comment section. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.